What is up, buddy? I'm gonna get 1 second here to get all situated, take a look into the stream, and see what's going on. Sorry about being more than a couple. I don't know what's going on. But that was with my car. So okay, that's not supposed to happen. Okay, yeah, volume's coming off. Sorry about that, guys. Now I'm gonna get going here. If any of you have looked at the center channels or anything like that, the beer weather today, and I actually took some video notes today. First, on precedent, and I'm gonna be prepared for this video. So I'm gonna start going over the notes here. As always, if anyone has anything they want to say, go ahead, say it. Uh, whether it's a question, comment, concern, make a difference, whatever it is, I'll do my best to answer it. So today, as I said earlier, there's a tornado-oriented enhancement on areas, bigger cities. Here's the 10% hatched risk, or in other words, significant severe. That's in Korea, Ecuador, Illinois, Illinois, and Terre Haute. Terre Haute. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing the cities right. I tend to these cities, so no idea if I am. And that's in Indiana. And for the 5% risk area, you guys are less at these strong tornadoes, but you guys still got to at least keep an eye. And that's Chicago, Indianapolis, Fort Wayne, Naperville. And then secondly, I wanted to go over uh, the fact did already issue a tornado watch for these areas. So it's going to be effective from 12:15 to 9 time. And NOAA warned a few tornadoes, a couple intense tornadoes. Sorry about that. A few tornadoes and a couple intense tornadoes are possible. So there's likely to at least be some tornadoes that pop up in a, so keep an eye on that. Any tornado dangers, keep an eye if a lot more severe. Obviously, there's a lot of big meteorologists and weathermen, storm chasers streaming right now. Uh, so I'd definitely be checking it here. I believe the storms have initiate and it is kind of a smaller risk area for, but they are expecting some dangerous weather conditions today. But not only is there going to be tornadoes, potentially big ones, there is scattered stuff of up to 70 miles per hour. So that's just about hurricane force winds. Can definitely cause some roof damage, tree damage. Keep all your objects secured so they don't go flying, especially like Trump. And the neighbors did not have his roof down, and that thing just started careening through the neighborhood. It broke a couple fences. Luckily, it didn't, break anybody's house in. But I don't think that scenario really just starts flying everywhere. Yeah, a lot of pieces. And also, keep an eye on the scattered large hail events of up to 1.5 inches diameter possible. So that type of hail can hit damage some something like that too. So overall, I'd say today is the day you definitely want to watch. It has upgraded quite a bit from what it was looking like yesterday. Originally, but then after looking at it, I decided I was after they increased the tornado to tornado risk to 10% attached risk. So, does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns, or anything at all? Doesn't even have to be about weather. And that's about all the notes. I can go and talk about a little bit upcoming weather. Uh, it's about 5 days out, but there's no questions that are super important for me to answer right now. I suppose I can just go over that a little bit. Um, I believe it's day 5. 100% sure. I have to check. But there's a risk in Texas for it is looking like it's going to be a gorilla event. Some pretty big hail. Probably even bigger than the 1.5 inch hail, 2 inches. So yeah, I would definitely keep an eye on that one. He was saying that could be watching for some tornadoes, some wind, but primarily it's going to be a hail threat. But other than that, I don't think there's going to be any big systems coming up soon, like the one we had, roughly like resulted in a ton of tornadoes. Actually, speaking of, there's one tornado. They're getting control assessors or something like that that are going over and seeing if it actually would be scored as an EF5 because the damage was so catastrophic. We haven't had an EF5 tornado since 2013. So, I mean, I will say that's a little bit deceiving. We have almost EF5 tornadoes since that time, but they basically score the tornado's intensity based off of damage. So if an EF5 tornado just goes over the field, my phone just turned off. Okay, I think I'm back here. My phone just randomly decided to turn off on me. It didn't really want to hear what I had to say anymore, I guess. But hopefully you guys do, because I got a little bit more to say. As I was saying, basically what happened. Okay, it's gonna turn off on me again. That's crazy. Anyway, I was talking about the EF5, potential EF5. It did so much damage that they are getting a initial or additional weather like damage control looking at it, because I think they did record at least 190 miles per hour, and it initially was rated as a high E4, but that can definitely be upgraded when they do that damage assessment. All you need to know is that keep an eye on that one for sure. I believe Reed Timmer had a video of it, and he said it was the loudest tornado he's heard since one in 2013, I believe, that was an EF5, and he said this one was even louder. So that could be absolutely nothing burger. Not really nothing burger, but like, I mean, that does tell you a little bit like how loud it was, how fast the winds were going, how strong it was. That is just a crazy tornado. But we'll have to see what happens with that. I'll probably end the stream in roughly a minute if nobody has any questions. I mean, nobody put on any questions, but it's all good. If anyone has any questions or comments or concerns or setup in the car here, I don't know, just whatever. You can just go ahead, put them in the comments. I'll respond to pretty much anything, unless it is really confusing. You know what? If it's confusing, I will still most likely respond to it. But once I hit the 11 mark, if I still don't have anything to comment off of, that's about all that I have for my weather reporting for today. So I'll just kind of sit here for a minute, give you guys a moment to think about all the words you just heard. I'll take a drink of my protein. Okay. I don't see anyone else in here, so I think I'm going to call the stream. My phone keeps trying to turn off on me, which is insane. I don't know why, but it is. And again, I'm sure technical difficulty is as usual. But thanks again for everyone who showed up and tuned in. And I mean, spent some time in here. I might do another stream during once the tornadoes start to pop up. Also, still dealing with this cold, which is insane. I've had this for like over a week, so I'm starting to think, maybe this is a sinus infection. At least that's what my brain's saying. I'm not actually, but who knows? But yeah, once again, I might go live again later. There it was again. My phone tried to turn off on me. That is insane. Also, I might find some new features, like this. Look at that. Now I'm stuck in this. Yeah, I might try to find some new things I can do with the streams too. You guys have like more things to look at. Maybe like make it more interactive. Like here's a poll. I can turn off my voice. Shoot, I actually made a highlight of the stream. I actually just highlighted the stream. I don't know what that does. That sucks. It said that it posted it on my channel, so hopefully it didn't because I had no highlights in the last 5 minutes. But that's about all that I for you guys. I was messing around a little bit for this last couple minutes. I might try to get a little bit more features going on because, I mean, I came in with notes this time, so that's a first. So maybe I'll have some more firsts coming up here. Also trying to figure out the best time that I can stream to, just to get more and more engagement because I love some engagement that goes on here. But once again, thanks again for everyone who popped in, liked, subscribed, commented. But yeah, thanks again. See you guys.